Hi everyone, passage 1.10. You may wonder why I'm doing all of these so suddenly. It is because I'm stuck at home with COVID. Got back from England on the Monday and promptly had to isolate with COVID, which was, in terms of timing, not too bad because it does mean that I'll then be alright for the first day back for school next week. Anyway, the revolt of Herodonius. Where are we? The exiles and Sadwi and the slaves ad duo numbering about 2,000 et quingenti, 2,500, numbering about 2,500. Duque, under the leadership of Appius Herodonius the Sabine, at night, occupavere, another historic infinitive, occupied the Capitoline and its citadel. Immediately, they caedebant, they were slaughtering in the citadel, those who conjurare, those who had refused conjurare to, those who had refused to join their conspiracy and to take up arms. Ali, some terrified, ran down immediately, or ran down headlong into the forum. Alternate voices were being heard of, to weapons and hostes in urbe, and the enemies are in the city. The consuls, timebant, were fearing both to arm the citizenry and to inermem pati, and to leave them unarmed, uncertain of what the sudden evil, or uncertain rather, what about this? Uncertain what type of evil, what type of sudden evil this was, and whether it was external or internal. Ab odio plebis, whether from the hatred of the plebeians, of the people, or from the deception of the slaves. They had entered the city. So uncertain what kind of evil, what kind of sudden evil, whether external or internal, whether from the hatred of the citizenry, of the plebeians, of the people, or from the deception of the slaves, had entered the city. So indirect question there with the pluperfect subjunctive. Seclare tumultum conabantur. They were trying to calm the rioting. However, by calming, gerund, verbal noun here, they conquitabant, they were stirring it up. Incerti, uncertain what people and what number, and how great the number of the enemies they were. Soliciti, worried. Reliquum, they egere, and for this bit they spent the remainder of the night in stationibus dispendis, in allocating stations for opportuna, for suitable positions, in allocating stations, garrisons for suitable positions. Lux deinde, then the light aperuit revealed, then the light revealed the war and the ducem and the leader of the war. Then the night revealed, do we want to say the war? I suppose it could be the war, couldn't it? Then the light revealed the attack and the leader of the attack. I suppose it could be there. Would that be good? Then the light revealed the nature of the war and the leader of the war. Appius Herodonius vocabat, was calling slaves to freedom from the Capitoline Hill. And now we've got a long indirect statement here. So he was calling them, saying that that he was taking on the cause, this cause of the most of the greatest misery, that he was taking on this most pathetic, this saddest cause, that he had undertaken the cause of the most wretched. In order that he could lead back the exiles unjustly driven out into their fatherland, in order that he could bring back the exiles who had been wrongly expelled into the fatherland, as in order that he could bring them back into the fatherland, those who had been wrongly expelled, and that he would demeret, and in order to release the slaves from their grave, from their heavy burden, and to take away the heavy burden from the slaves, and that he would prefer that it happened, that ile, indirect statement still, and that he was preferring that it would happen, so it's actually an indirect statement within an indirect statement, that it would happen with the help of the Roman people. But if the help were not there, that he would concitatorum, that he would bring in the Volsci and the Aequi, these nearby Italian tribes, that he would that he would call in, that he would call for the Volsci and the Aequi. Well done, everybody.